Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix black screen issue with the game on your Windows computer. Now the first step is to rename the game exe file. Now this has worked for few players, so it might work for you. So you can try this. Make a right click on the game, select manage, now click on browse local files. Here you can see FactoryGameSteam. You can just make a right click and you can rename it as FactoryGame. Remove the Steam. And then you can launch the game and then check. Now you can also do the same thing in engine folder. Open engine, binaries, Win64, scroll down, and over here you will see FactoryGameSteam. You can make a right click and then you can rename it, remove the Steam word over here, and then you can launch the game and then check. Now it's still not working. If not working, so in my case I'm receiving this error message when I make changes. It's not working. So if you're receiving this error, in that case, but for few players it has worked, so you can try this. If not working, you can just make a right click and just put the Steam name back, Steam word back. Go back and do the same thing with the first exe file. Make a right click and then rename and just put the Steam word back, and then you can launch the game. You should not receive this error anymore. But for some users, some players, renaming it to FactoryGame has worked, so you can try this. So in my case it's not working, so I changed the name back. So let me close the game first. Now still not working. The next step is to verify the game files. This is important. So make a right click on the game, select properties, go to install files tab, and then click on verify integrative game files. Now once the verification is 100% complete, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to try -D3 D11 in the launch option. So make a right click on the game, select properties, and then go to the launch option in general tab and then type in -D3 D11. And then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working, then make a right click in the launch option. This time you can type in -vulkan. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So try -vulkan and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. This time you can try -dx11. Now launch the game and then check. If not working, this time you can type in -dx12 and then check. You can even try -D3 D12 and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working, you can remove this and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to delete the mods folder. Now this has worked for many players, so you can go to the game installation folder, make a right click on the game, select manage, now click on browse local files. Now if you have mods folder, you can delete it. You can open this factory game and then if you find mods, delete it, and then you can launch the game. Next step is to uninstall Satisfactory mod manager. Now for this you can simply uninstall this application. If you have this Satisfactory mod manager, make a right click and then click on uninstall. And over here you can find that application mod manager. Make a right click and click on these three dots, click on uninstall, and once it is uninstalled, now you can restart your computer, and after the system restart you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to delete the config folder, but you will lose all the saved settings. So if you agree, you can open File Explorer on your computer, go to this PC, open C drive, now open users folder, now open your username folder, now open app data folder. If you don't see app data on the top, click on view, select show, and then put a check on hidden items, then open app data folder, open the local folder, open Satisfactory folder, factory game folder. If you see this Satisfactory mode manager and this, let me delete it. Now open factory game and open saved folder. Now here you can see the config folder. Make a right click and then you can delete this folder and then check. Now the next step is to rename save game files. When you rename the save game files, you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. And or you can simply create a backup and you can just go ahead with the process. Now for this, you can go back and in this location, app data local, in this location you can make a right click on factory game and then you can rename it whatever you want. So I will rename it FactoryGame.old. Now once you rename it, now you can launch the game once. Now once you launch the game, once the game is up and running, you can close the game. Now once you close the game, you can go back to the file explorer and you can refresh this location. So here you can see FactoryGame.old. This is my old save folder and this is the new one. When you launch the game, after you rename it, it will create a new Factory Game folder. Now you can open this Factory Game old folder and then open saved, and you can copy this save games folder if you want the save game back. Copy this and then go back, and then you can open this new Factory Game folder, save folder, and here you can replace this. Just replace this. You can paste the folder back, replace, and you will have your old save game files, and then you can check. The next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics driver. So this is important. If you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website. Now on this website, make sure that you select your series, select your graphic card over here. Now once you select your graphic card over here, make sure that you select the right operating system and then click on find. Now once you click on find, you will see this page. The latest one, the latest driver will be on top. So right now it's 560.94. Now click on view over here and then click on download. And once the download is complete, you can run the exe file. Once you run the exe file, you will see the screen. Click on agree and continue, and then select custom option over here. Now select next, and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on next. And once the installation is complete, then restart your computer, and after the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings. Now click on browse over here, go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder, open the Satisfactory folder, select this exe file, click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Again click on browse, and this time open the engine folder, binaries, Win64, and select this exe file, click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to, now if you're using any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, allow both the exe file or the game folder to the exception list. So open your antivirus program and go to the exception list. Just allow the game exe file or complete game folder and then launch the game. Now if you're using Windows Security, I'm not using any antivirus program, so I'm using Windows Security. If you're using Windows Security, go to privacy and security in Windows 11. In Windows 10 you will have an option update and security. Now click on Windows Security and then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, at the end you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through control folder access. Click on yes to allow, and then click on add an allowed app. Now click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. So open the game folder and then select this exe file. Click on open. Again click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. This time open engine, binaries, Win64. Select this exe file. Now click on open. Once the game is added over here, now launch the game and then check. Next step is to run the game from the game installation folder. Now for this, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select manage. Now click on browse local files. It will take you to the game installation folder, and then make a double click, launch the game from here. If that does not work, you can open engine folder, binaries, Win64, and then scroll down, and you can just make a double click on this exe file and then check. Still not working, make a right click on this exe file, select properties, go to the second tab, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game, and then check. Still not working, then again go to properties, this time select, put a check over here, select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, this time you can try Windows 7 over here, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. Still not working, put a check on disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game, and then check. Still not working. So when you put a check on all these boxes, still not working, you can uncheck these boxes and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to update system BIOS. Now do not ignore this. Go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer. So if you have Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have Lenovo, go to Lenovo. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, and then update the system BIOS. Now before you update the system BIOS, in case of laptop, make sure battery is more than 10% and the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. Now for this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. On this website, you will see Visual Studio 2015. Here you can see 2015, 17, 19, and 22. You have to download x86 and x64 and install both the files. So just click on it, and then you can run this exe file, install it, install both the file, and then restart your computer. Restart is a must. After the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to update Windows to the latest version. This is important. So open Windows settings, go to Windows Update or Update and Security, and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed, then restart your computer. Restart is a must. After this, after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box, and then click on View Advanced System Settings, and then click on the first settings, and then go to Advanced tab, and then click on Change over here, and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM, 16 GB. So 116 into 1024. 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5. 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024. I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3. That is 49152. 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here. Then click on OK. Okay, apply, okay, okay. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to, the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game. Now you have to follow this process. Make a right click on the game, select manage, now click on uninstall. Now after the uninstall, go to the game installation folder and then you have to delete the game folder. So once you uninstall the game, you have to open the game folder, like open the common, and you have to just make a right click on the game folder and then delete the game folder after you uninstall it, and then restart your computer and then reinstall the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to D drive or E drive, some external drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, then try to install the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.